Charlie, how's it going?
Hey, going good, Daniel. How are you doing?
Very, very well, very well. Thanks so much for everybody who's come out today to EduTech. We're so excited to be here, obviously at digiDirect Studios in partnership with Fujifilm Australia. Charlie, can you introduce yourself to everyone here? And obviously we're recording as well, so everybody online and on social media having a look as well. Hello, it's great to see you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So my name is Charlie Blevins. I'm the National Training and Event Specialist. And pretty much when it comes to community and events, and especially when it comes to our products, they're my most areas I'm very passionate about.
So good. And how did you get involved with Fujifilm?
Yeah, so I've had a relationship with Fujifilm for about 7-8 years. And so, as I said before, we're very focused on community and everything that we do. And from Fujifilm, they're very big on community as well. And so they got the products, we have a lot of passionate photographers, so it makes sense to do events together over the years. And I suppose that over the years, we've built that relationship, and when the opportunity opened up for someone to do events and to do training, it was really my bread and butter, so that's how I got my foot in.
Yeah, so good. And talk to us a little bit more about photography as well, because obviously you have the beautiful, incredible cameras and the beautiful spaces, color spaces that Fujifilm is known for. Talk to us a little bit more about the community that you're creating and that you facilitate all across Australia.
Yeah, for sure. So when it comes to cameras and when it comes to lenses, we look at that as the same way as how an artist would look at a paintbrush and think about what picture do they want to paint, and not just that, but the colors that you use to paint those pictures are equally important.
Yeah.
And so for us, like when we're thinking about Fujifilm in general, colors has been a strong reputation for us for so many years. And in the same way that in terms of influence, in terms of creators, that has continued to grow time and time again. And so, that's where we definitely feel like we really meet the gap. It's just not in the photography space only, but also in the video space too, because, as folks are wanting to express themselves and to find their voices, to be able to have this is definitely a novelty to have.
I love it. How did you start in your journey of photography, I guess? Obviously, we're here at EduTech, and I think we're talking about the next generation of creators, which is really, really exciting. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting topic. Tell me a little bit more about your story.
So I grew up in a time where, there weren't iPhones when I was a kid, and it wasn't as accessible to have cameras left and right. And so I grew up in San Jose, California, and my mom was actually a photographer herself, and she really enjoyed taking photographs. And so she entertained me as a kid by giving me a disposable film camera, and I'll just be out and about just from San Jose to San Francisco, wherever it may be. And during that time, if I did pretty good that week, the treat was to be able to develop the film. And so it was really cool just to be able to wait for those couple of days for the film to be developed. And that's how I got my experience with photography, is just, for that to be embedded into my childhood. And so over the years, I kind of lost touch with that a bit, because I was really into basketball, really into sports, but then over time, especially when I first moved to Australia back in 2010, I thought it was a great opportunity to pick up the camera again, and I fell in love with it all over again. It's like, I want to do what I love, and I started my business back in 2014, 2015, and so that's how I got started in photography.
So good. I think creativity and entrepreneurship goes a long way, and they go hand in hand. And obviously you and I, we've been friends for years now, but I think one of the really unique aspects and opportunities we have as creators and creatives is you get a unique opportunity to find your voice, develop a story, capture a moment, and really create memories.
Yeah, that's it. And so Daniel, what about yourself? Like, how did you get into photography?
Yeah, look, I started I bought my first camera when I came to Australia, similar to you. I was living in Sydney at the time and was motivated, really. There was such beautiful beach landscapes, mountains, there was so much scenery, and I thought, this would be a really, really great thing to do. And then along the way, I also realized that, look, the internet's not going anywhere. More and more, we rely on video and photos to tell stories.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to delve into that world of storytelling through visual aspects. And so along the way, started the process of podcasting and so on and so forth. And the rest is history, really. Now have the opportunity to work with other businesses, helping them tell their stories through podcasting, video, and so many other areas. But yeah, I just love it. I love it.
It's really good. I mean, Daniel, especially during a time when, you know, mobile phones, like, they're being used for films and they're being used for just photography day to day because it's the most accessible product to actually have and about. What about your personal experience of just saying, you know what, I don't want to use a phone for what I do. I do want to use cameras and invest in lenses. What was your switching point?
Yeah, well, really, I think quality and also uniqueness. I think every photographer or videographer knows that you might be able to find a camera, you can pick up any camera and capture an image, but you want to find what makes that image unique. You're looking for a specific look, a specific color space, a specific emotion that you can convey through what you're creating. And I think that's part and parcel to the process and the journey. It's very, very exciting. So, and I think Fujifilm, you guys do it so well.
Yep.
There are a few people doing it well. I think you guys are one of the best in the game at the moment.
Can you say it for the people in the back?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about this studio space that we have set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, obviously, in partnership with digiDirect, and it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, can you talk us through the cameras that we're currently using and shooting on?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I can't speak for digiDirect, but just from my relationship of knowing them, is that, you know, the tech space has always been an area that they've been quite dominant in. And I think what's great about it is that it's not only just about cameras and lenses, but they provide a whole solution base of just the products that they have here too. And so, of course, you know, speaking from Fujifilm, is that it's been quite exciting to think about, you know, to showcase our high quality products with the gear that they have here together. Is that especially when it comes to schools and when it comes to the tech space of just what's needed, that, as you said before, that like students would want a voice to be able to speak out, and they need a voice to creatively express themselves as well. And so for Fujifilm, it's in our DNA to give that outlet to the next generation and the current generation as well. But on top of that, we're also thinking about, you know, we need to work together in order for voices to be heard at a greater magnitude as well.
Absolutely.
So it's not just about Fujifilm, it's literally about what digiDirect, their products that they have that complements our system to be able to give an experience just for students and for kids and for photographers and budding photographers all in the same bubble.
That's so good. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I think being able to give every person across Australia access to technology and the ability to tell their story effectively, so valuable, invaluable. And no, so good. Thanks so much, Charlie, for the time.
No, of course. Well, you know, thanks for having me, Daniel. So we'll be here all day today and all day tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to our part 2 series.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great, thanks.